the fighter deep.
I mean, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Look at it. They shouldn't have let him stand up.
No.
Welcome to the Octagon channel. Today we're going to bring you news from the world of MMA, boxing, and WWE. And here we go. The first UFC 311 fight card has wrapped up in Los Angeles, USA. The main event of the night was a heart-pounding match between Russia's Islam Makhachev and Brazil's Renato Moicano. In a thrilling turn of events, Makhachev secured a victory by choke in the first round, defending his lightweight title. In the co-main event, the incredibly talented Merab Dvalishvili from Georgia defeated Russia's Umar Nurmagomedov by unanimous decision in a lightweight title defense. Jiří Prohaska and Jamal Hill put on a show for the audience, with Prohaska emerging victorious via a third-round technical knockout. Jailton Almeida defeated Sergey Spivak by TKO in the first round. Rainier de Ritter defeated Kevin Holland by TKO, first round. Raoni Barcelos defeated Peyton Talbot by unanimous decision. Azamat Bikoev and Zachary Reese faced off in an exciting match, with Azamat Bikoev emerging victorious by TKO in the first round. Bogdan Guskov defeated Billy Elikana by TKO, second round. Grant Dawson defeated Diego Ferreira by unanimous decision. Eileen Perez defeated Carol Rosa by unanimous decision. Muin Gafurov and Rinya Nakamura put on a great fight, with Muin ultimately winning by unanimous decision. Bernardo Sope defeated Ricky Tertius by unanimous decision. Tagir Ulanbekov defeated Clayton Carpenter by unanimous decision. UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev of Russia tied the lightweight division's all-time record for wins in title fights with a solid victory over Brazilian Renato Moicano. It was Makhachev's fifth win in a title fight, and now he and Usman are tied for second on the all-time list. The legendary Anderson Silva is in first place with 16 straight victories. Makhachev's closest competitors are BJ Penn, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Benson Henderson, who each have 4 wins in title fights. Moicano stepped in at the last minute to replace Arman Tsarukyan, who had to drop out of the tournament because of a back injury. UFC CEO Dana White had this to say about the champ's win.
Say that because that isn't deserves some maybe pound for pound #1 rankings.
He's already the pound for pound #1 rank.
But is he yours?
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Merab Dvalishvili officially became the all-time leader in kickdowns in the history of the organization. The most kickdowns in UFC history, 92. Merab Dvalishvili, Georgia, 90. Georges St. Pierre, Canada, 84. Gleison Tibau, Brazil. Dana White also talked about the night's bonuses. In the best fight of the evening category, the winner got a cash bonus of $50,000. It was the fight between Merab Dvalishvili and Umar Nurmagomedov, 2 lightweight fighters. The best performance of the evening bonus went to former UFC light heavyweight champion Jiří Prohaska in Jailton Almeida, who knocked out Sergey Spivak in the first round. Islam Makhachev spilled the tea on how UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov dealt with Umar Nurmagomedov's loss to Merab Dvalishvili in a flyweight title fight. Makhachev said at the press conference, "How did Khabib feel after Umar's fight? Of course he was upset. He told me to focus on his fight when he went into the locker room. He probably went to the hospital with Umar by now." Umar Nurmagomedov put up a good fight against Merab, but ultimately came up short, marking his first career loss. The 2 fighters made their match seem more interesting than Islam Makhachev's fight on the same card, especially considering the change of Islam's opponent. Merab, defending his belt for the first time, wanted an easier opponent than Umar, which is why Dvalishvili has long said that Nurmagomedov isn't worthy of fighting for the title. In an interview on the Guerrilla Fighting YouTube channel, Khabib Nurmagomedov said, "I personally think the UFC forced Merab to fight. They put pressure on him and made him fight Umar. The UFC needed a consensual event for the belt at UFC 311, and Umar was already fully focused on the belt after the fight with Sanhagen." UFC featherweight champion Ilia Topuria of Spain and Georgian fighter Ilia Topuria reacted to Georgian champion Merab Dvalishvili's win. He wrote on social media, "Merab, my brother, what a fighter you are. You make us proud. This is what happens when Dagestani wrestling meets Georgian wrestling. He also wrote to Islam Makhachev, "Hey Islam, if I wanted, I could knock you out or finish you. It'd be a piece of cake. See you soon." Makhachev replied, "Topuria will finish me? So many opponents and everyone wants to finish me in the first or second round. I told you, make the weight at 70 kilograms, get in the cage, and let's see who finishes who." UFC light heavyweight champ Alex Pereira talked about a possible second fight with former divisional champ Jiří Prohaska. He said that right now he's fighting Ankalaev, but if everything goes well, he'll give Jiří another shot. On January 18th in Manchester, England, former UFC fighter Darren Till made a successful pro boxing debut, defeating American Anthony Taylor by TKO in the 6th round of an 8-round light heavyweight bout. The 32-year-old Till has a solid background in MMA, with 24 professional fights under his belt, including stints in the UFC. He started his MMA career in 2013 and has racked up an impressive 18 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. From 2015 to 2022, Till fought under the UFC banner, racking up 12 fights, 6 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. ESPN Deportes reporter Salvador Rodriguez says that former world champion Devin Champion on Vacation, Haney, and his popular compatriot Ryan Garcia, former interim WBC world champion, will appear together in one card in May 2025 in New York. Haney's going to face off against former welterweight world champion Jose Ramirez, and Garcia is going to take on another former champion from that division, Mexican fighter Isaac Cruz. Turki Al-Sheikh, a big-time boxing investor, said that if Haney and Garcia win, they'll get a second fight offer ASAP. They fought in April 2024, and Garcia won by judge's decision, knocking Haney down a few times. But the result got overturned after Garcia's positive drug test. Garcia told reporters at a boxing event in California on Friday that it's another great fight and that he's ready for it. He said that Cruz is a great fighter, even though he lost, but the public still loves him. He also said that Cruz is an aggressive fighter and that he's going to fight all 12 rounds. Cruz, who got famous after his fight against Gervonta Davis, has been competing at lightweight for a while and won the WBA bantamweight title last March, but he didn't defend it in his first title defense against Jose Valenzuela. "We could have had a lot of these fights, but it didn't work out," Garcia added about the fight with Cruz. "It's a fight the public's been waiting for a long time, especially before his loss, but I don't think the loss means anything. It's still going to be a great fight. He's got a knockout punch, so it's not going to be an easy fight, and there are no easy paths here. I'm sure I have enough skill to win." Also, Garcia, who didn't make the welterweight division before his fight against Haney last April, said he plans to face Cruz at that weight. "I hope Cruz is ready and keeps his hands up," Garcia said. "He's a small guy, so I'm trying to give him something by agreeing to fight at bantamweight." Boxing Scene says that former world heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder has signed a contract for his next fight. It's set for April 26th in Atlanta, and his opponent will be Curtis Harper. There were rumors about their possible fight, but now Wilder's team has officially announced the date, place, and opponent. Wilder's last fight was in June 2024, where he lost by technical knockout in the 5th round to Chinese boxer Zhang Jilei. This was Wilder's 4th loss in his last 5 fights. He's had a total of 48 fights, 44 wins, 43 by knockout, 4 losses, and 1 draw. Some people think this shows that Wilder is on the decline, and it's time to end his career. But the rumors about Deontay retiring were false, and his team said he's still able to fight for the belt.